Well, hello and welcome to Lemurian Collective. My name is Lisa. I go by Lisa K. I'm an intuitive empath, a psychic medium channel, a counselor, and an artist. And I'm glad to be back on YouTube. I've been away for a couple of years. I have gone previously by the handle Light Guided. I provide readings in the real world. I do private consultation and readings under Light Guided, and provide support for people who are on a path toward healing and the journey that we're all navigating in this wild and crazy time. So I'm back at YouTube. I have recently reconnected with one of my, I'll call them a guide. I call them affectionately Bob, and you can read more about Bob in the description. But for the most part, Bob and I have been connected intrinsically they're telling me all of my existence. But in this lifetime, I've been aware of them since I was young, since I was in my early teens, 10, 11, 12, preteens, I guess. And when they first came to me, they came to me as these beams of blue light. So I would call them the dark blue standing. And eventually that morphed into calling them my light council or council of light. And now I just call them Bob, benevolent, omniscient beings. And they have been coming through very strongly over the last, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 months. And it's it's just pressing on me to bring their messages forward for anyone who resonates with them and would like to connect in with this energy. It's a really beautiful energy. They can come across quite serious and a little bit austere, I think, at times, but they do actually have a very good sense of humor, um, and they really enjoy being able to work with me and to connect with other people. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and just take a moment to connect in with their energy and see what messages they have for the collective at this time. Hello, we are with you now, and we so love to be with you. Lisa is so right that it is our deepest privilege and honor to be able to connect in through the voice that Lisa brings, to allow us to communicate the messages that are coming forward for so many of you, that identify as light workers or star seeds and connect with the energy, the galactic energy of the Pleiadians and others. There are many changes, big evolutionary changes that are occurring, not just on the planet as you see and understand them, but truly at the most finite level. What often gets missed for the humankind when you are experiencing being in the physical body, you are often most connected to what is right in front of you and not always seeing or understanding the the things that happen on the micro level as well. So there are many shifts and changes happening, and Lisa has spoken about this. She refers to this as like the many tiny gears that are all connected. So at the micro level, there are many tiny gears that are connected, and each of you are connected to those gears. And the planet has a gear, and every star has a gear, and the energy of the past and the present and the future, they all are represented in these tiny little gears, and all of these gears move together. You can have the picture in your mind of a flock of beautiful swallows, these birds that move in tandem in such beautiful harmony with each other. And the moment before the lead of that flock even begins to shift its first feather to move in a new direction, the entire flock is so attuned and connected that it already knows the new direction that it's going into. So this is very much the same energy that is at play in the current state. And each of you feel it and experience it in your own way. It is quite beautiful to us, and we also recognize that in the physical form, it often feels incredibly uncomfortable, and you may be experiencing discord at the physical level within your own being, within your own body, because these energies can feel so mm, there's friction between these energies. Yes, that is a good way to describe it. The space between where you are and where you're going, and how that creates an energy of friction and a kind of discord. So at this time, we would like you to know and understand that you are fully supported through this journey. And we do understand that for many of you, it is very hard to watch what is happening unfold in the world, in the physical realm. And this all feels very disheartening to many of you. You may have the experience of feeling helpless to change the momentum or the direction in which you see humanity moving into. But truly, on the other side of that, where we talked about all of these tiny little gears, truly there is nothing but love and light throughout all of it. And we do recognize that is a difficult perspective to integrate or to have during this very interesting and unusual time for many of you that you're experiencing in the world. There is a feeling of great loss for many of you, whether that has been in the experience of changes that you have personally undergone and no longer have connection to parts of yourself or parts of your life that were once very familiar and common. And you could wake up in the morning and know who you were. You could know, this is the job I'm going to work at today, and these are the friends I'm going to have today, and this is my partner today. And for many of you, those that the terrain, the landscape of your lives have changed considerably. You may not work in the same way that you did before. You may not have relationships in the same way that you did before. You may be evolving and changing in ways that feel very uncomfortable and foreign to you on some level. Through this channeling, we are transmitting the energy of mm, mm, this energy is a remembering. It is not an upgrade per se, which is language that some of you really resonate with when you think of this ever evolving time and the energy of your soul and your spirit. The energy that we transmit here is more of a remembering. It is the remembering of your origins, and you're the beginning of your starseed origins. And this is meant to bring you a sense of context and maybe a bit of ease and comfort as you navigate the days, months, and years ahead. And we say this for many of you, you may have heard these messages before in other spaces, but we say that it is, yes, a time of great change, but this change is, it's so beautiful. And we see and perceive this change much like you might see the energy when you look through a kaleidoscope and all of the colors work together to create a beautiful pattern. And the pattern is so unique, you can never duplicate that pattern. And that is similar to what is happening now. This is an unfolding of a pattern that will never be repeated in the same way. It is a very unique and beautiful time in creation. And we say creation because this is the mechanism that you are part of. These tiny gears that we speak of are the mechanism, in a manner of speaking, the machine. You are part of this beautiful creation, ever creating, ever expanding, ever unfolding. And this occurs on so many levels that it is very, very difficult to even conceptualize exactly how this works. The best picture we can provide you is that picture of the swallows flying in tandem, flying synchronously with one another so beautifully. You cannot see that picture at the macro level because you were very involved at the micro level in the physical being, in the physical experience. And it makes it very difficult to bring in the energy of the macro level. We reassure you this is not a time to feel fear or to panic or to, for some of you, we hear the word doomsday, that there is, for some of you, this experience or feeling that it's doomsday. And that is just simply not the case, not at the level that we are communicating with you from. That is simply not the case. This is a very beautiful and important time in your evolution as a spirit and a soul. And this is a time now for finding ways to be more in alignment with the earth, with Mother Earth. There is a beautiful interpersonal and interrelated relationship here that happens, a symbiotic relationship that happens between you and the earth that is often lost in the day-to-day shuffle and the day-to-day energy of all the things that are going on. There's much momentum and energy that distracts you from remembering and being connected in with the heart of the earth. And yet this is the energy that will nurture you the most at this time. So however it is that you express yourself, that you are able to remember, that you are able to find your way back to the heart of the earth and bring yourself back into alignment and bring yourself back into the connection with her. So, our beloveds, it is once again our message to you that syncing your heart with the heart of the earth is a nourishing and mutually beneficial mm, relationship at this time. Yes, there are many of you who are seeing the pictures in the media and in the news that are very triggering and bring up much fear, especially related to human rights. Mm, there is, in part, for many of you that are part of this collective, you remember and know at a very deep level, you understand the importance and the connection between energies and what it means to be truly in a life in a way that is purely just, that is purely harmonious, not without conflict, but even within conflict there is harmony. In the current state of the physical realm, there is a lot of disharmony, and for some of you, you allow that disharmony to resonate within your own energy, within your own space. And that brings about many discordance within your thoughts, within your being, within your life. And we continue to urge and support you and create an opportunity for you to see a future forward, a future picture of that harmony that you hold in your heart, that beautiful space of justice that you know to be the truth. And that is the vibration that we encourage you to hold in your space at this time. There was a being on your planet. They called him Mahatma Gandhi, and Gandhi described the importance of being in the energy that you want to see the world change into. This is what we are promoting at this time. That it is more important to hold the vibration of what you would like to see than it is for you to hold the vibration of resistance to the what is happening in the world now. Do not be too attached to the political game that is being played out on your planet, for this will continue to change in ways that will surprise you and be unexpected. So to attach yourself to one pathway or the expectation of hope, it is likely to not turn out exactly the way that you anticipate it being so at this time for many different reasons. There is a beautiful upturning, overturning, churning, if you will, of the political system within not just your government, but globally, where this energy is beginning to, like the tilled soil, turn over and reveal something much richer and much deeper and much more beautiful underneath. The soil, the topsoil of politics in your country in particular, has become very dry and obsolete. Many people feel this and at the same time attached to the next best thing because it is the easy way. It's the easy recognition that the individuals who are coming to the forefront now in politics are not the same individuals that are, the old topsoil. So that soil is churning and it will continue to churn. And beneath that soil is life, it's nurturance, it's richness, it's the soil that will nurture and allow humanity to expand and to live in harmony. We understand on the physical plane that time is experienced very differently. And for many of you, this will be 50 to 25 to 50 years or so before you begin to really see the underneath the topsoil, before you get to see the true nurturance of that beautiful, rich soil underneath. But you will begin to see pieces of it, aspects of it. We feel at this time that these messages are the most that we would like to share with you at this time, that this is the close of our transmission. We have such deep gratitude and love for humanity. It is difficult to even express in the language that you speak. We hope that you are able to feel that transmission through these messages and know how loved and important each of you are.